To No Enemies Here, the show that might be late but will be on, regardless of sleet, ice, rain, snow, everything Canadian. Moose. Sorry guys, I'm late. I know. I'm sorry to the people who sent in their clips, Mike and Seek, and who else sent it this week? Mike, Seek, and 6 Actual Man. Sorry guys, but it's gonna be on today. We had a disaster happen in Quebec. There was almost 2 million people without power, and when I say without power, I'm talking about no power, no gas, no cell phones. Thank God we had running water. And you know that bathroom I just bought there, and I bought a special John for $1,500? Well, it runs on electricity, and it's connected to my shower and my laundry, so guess what? You know, I'm telling you that. You know what I'm saying? When disaster hits, it hits your accounts. And I'd like to thank all the people who shared their concerns for me. Thank you very much, peoples. I'm well. It wasn't as bad, and when I say it wasn't as bad as the Christmas one, because this is the Easter disaster, we had a Christmas disaster, remember? This Easter disaster, we had no gas, no cell phones, as I said, and trust me, man, it's, you know, we're this far away from, like, zombies, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna be hoarding food, because nothing was there, so I'm gonna have to hoard food, have a special closet for the apocalyptic closet, we call it, you know? And I always thought, come on, these people, you know, they're exaggerating, having bunkers and all that. No, they're not exaggerating, doing the right thing. And thank God we had a propane heater, because it is winter here, so when you sleep, sure, you could bundle up, but trust me, when you wake up there, walking on an icy floor, yeah, and you know, like in the house, and there's not steam, but yeah, breath, whatever you call it, when you're breathing hot air, condensation coming out of your mouth in your house, you know, and you gotta go to work, excuse me, and you don't have gas, cause you use your debit card, so you never take out cash really, so there's no electricity, so there's no debit card, and there's no nothing. So if you don't have cash, which is something else I'm gonna have on hand, cash, sincerely, when I have cash, because lo and behold, the government seized my bank account. I feel like a criminal. Do you know why? Because it's a 3-year process that my ex-wife and I are trying to stop the child, the child help taxes. You know, when you get divorced, alimony for the children. 3 years we're trying to stop it together. It's not like she's shafting me. And 3 years is going in and out of the justice system and the governmental system, Revenue Quebec or Canada, whatever the hell you want to call it. And so they decided just to shut my bank account, take all the money from my bank account. I have 3 bank accounts, checking, savings, and spend a little money if you can bank account, gone. 0, 0, 0. I've never seen that. So I don't have any money. So I've been leeching off my wife, and what a bad feeling, man. So that was happening. My house flooded because it's flooding season, right? My sump pump don't work, so my basement floods. I didn't lose anything, which is fantastic. Might have to, you know, clean a few carpets and this and that, but the house, if one of my neighbors didn't come over with his pickup truck with his generator in the back, because he's going house to house with a generator, unflooding houses, we would have been in deep shit. I mean, we were in deep shit, we just would have been in deeper shit. So, I mean, once you're in shit, it stinks anyways. When more shit happens, it doesn't stink anymore, it's just more shit. It's like a Pier Pasolini movie, you know what I'm saying? Sallow. Ever watch that movie, Sallow? God damn. What else happened? Well, a guy died in my neighborhood because a branch, fell on his head, killed him instantly. So you couldn't go outside. You had no gas. You gotta get to work. So you gotta siphon gas from your neighbor's car without him knowing it. You know what I'm saying? What are friends for? And I'm telling you, it's just, and that's just my story. I mean, there's 2 million other stories. Sincerely. Hospitals, I work at a hospital, so hospitals have their own generators, but I walked in when the power went on. So we don't have to do dishes by hand. Like we have 150 residents to serve. Like, could you imagine? We're 4 people per lunchtime. I mean, per feeding time, right? Breakfast, lunch, and supper. And there's 4 people taking care of all of that. Now, everybody was stressed. One of my co-workers, she was crying all the time. She couldn't handle it. Just unbelievable. I wanted some beer, right? But I got no money, right? I got a debit card. But even with my debit card, I got no money. Because they shut down my bank account. They seized it. By mistake. Now, I gotta rectify this because it's Easter. Right? Nobody works at Easter. So tomorrow is Easter Monday. Even though Easter's finished, what the hell? Let's drag it on another day. You know, let's drag Dan with us. Let's drag Dan down with us. Yeah, that's right. So I went to the kiosk woman. We call it dépanneur here, meaning whatever. We went to the dépanneur, and I said to the lady, can you front me a case of beer? I'll pay on Tuesday. figuring Tuesday my bank account's gonna unfreeze. If not, whatever. And she said, for you, yeah, because she knows me. Nice lady. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What else? It's just, I mean, funny, eh? The stress of not putting on the show, because I want to put the show out every Saturday morning. Every Saturday morning, just like cartoons, I want to put the show out, and I take it to heart. Okay? And, you know, I really love doing this. And, by the way, a few supporters pulled out, and I thank you for your support. Don't worry about it, because a lot of people who support my channel, when they do pull out because of they just can't pay, they feel bad. You know, hey man, thank you very much for the support. It helped, and I'm indebted to you. Okay, so please don't feel bad. And on that note, please support this channel. It does help. What else happened? There has to have been another disaster. Come on. So there was no electricity, no gas, so let's say no power, right? Flooding. What else? I had a death. There you go. No. There's not two without three. So on that glorious note, I'm glad to get this out. Again, thank you for the support and thank you for the kind letters. I will be doing the Everything You Want to Know About War Games or to Ask with Artie this Tuesday coming. That's always a blast. Man, there's over 100 people that watch us ramble and say stuff. Herman was on last time. God, Herman's a great guy. He's the fun guy, man, you know? And you know what, Herman? Herman got me into ZZ Top. Because he was a ZZ Top fan. And I'm like, ZZ Top? Ah, come on, it's just straight ahead blues rock and roll. It ain't straight ahead. I've been listening to ZZ Top, and the thing is, I'm analytical with when it comes to music. I just can't help it. It's part of my education. And that guitarist, I forget his name right now, man, he's sweet. And very tasty. Man, I'm telling you. It's a joy. Thank you, Herman, for getting me into ZZ Top. You gotta now listen to take one from me. Listen to a Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. I've been getting into these guys, man. It's an amalgamation of heavy metal, light rock, progressive rock. So in the vein of Gentle Giant, King Crimson, Faith No More, throw a little bit of Glenn Campbell in there. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Great musicians. They only have 3 albums out. Herman, listen to the first one. The grand opening and closing. I'm blown away. Give it a few minutes, Herman, okay? The first tune is called Sleep Is Wrong. Yeah, I love it, man. So, we got a show. I have a show happening. I gotta get to work. I gotta stop rambling. And again, thank you very much for all your well wishes. Mark Ruggiero, you get better, man. You get better. And your wife. You hear me? So, with that said, on with the show. welcome to the show, Sunday, April 9th, 2003. Hardy of ARDWULF'S Lair has 4 videos out as of me speaking now. Counter clipping 117, the best of Richard Berg. You know, I never played a Richard Berg game. Also, everything you were afraid to know about war games, everything you always wanted to know about war games, they ask. We were talking about development, and then he continues with counter clipping the best series entry games. This is episode 118, and again, everything you always want to know about war games, everything to ask, with adapting systems to new topics. Plus, Herman Luttman was a co-host on that show. Lock and Load Publishing has 2 videos out. Friendly Fire, World at War 85, Blood and Fury, Scenario Number 9, Hildesheim East Part 1. And Friendly Fire, World at War 85, Blood and Fury, Scenario 9, The Conclusion. And that Animalzilla Blitz has 8 videos out this week. He looks at traces of war. A first look looks at Task Force, does an unboxing. This is a game by VUCA Simulation. Then March on the Drina, a review where my face is on that game. I love it. Pathfinder Chaos. This is by Lock and Load Tactical Digital. Then he goes into the hard mode, a new series, and it's about trucks. I always say I want to watch it. I always keep forgetting. He takes a look at Part 2, or Pathfinder Revenge, I should say. Another Lock and Load Digital. This is from the Heroes of Normandy. Again, it says here, Rebecca, can you hear me? It must be a scenario. It's the same scenario as the previous one. And he looks at, and does a look, the first look, and does a gameplay, I should say, on Tally-Ho! This Historic Wings war game, and Mark Walker's La Résistance. I have a copy of that game. As a matter of fact, I got a signed copy by Mark Walker. Zilla, can you do better? Nepotism, come on, the Fokker Circus. Look at my subscribers, they're going way up, way up. I got 75 videos on this. If you want to know anything about tobacco, I seem to think of myself as a connoisseur. Sewer, you get it? And at this time I review Uzumaki by Ken Byron Ventures. Uzumaki is a novel by Junjo Ito, and it's all about spirals. That's right. And then I take a look at GLP's Bankside. These are wonderful tobaccos. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to have myself a Bankside later on. On the Tank Museum, 2 videos this week. Tank Chats number 170. It's the SDKFZ, I think Kampfpanzer 251 on the Tank Museum, and Cheap Effective Everywhere, the RPG 7. And KilRoyWasHere. Thanks, Kilroy. He's got a slew of videos out with Sci-Fi Saturdays looking at the Warp Edge, the Viren Invasion by Renegade Games. Then he looks at Sanctuary Sundays baseball games, and Coffee with Kilroy playing the Piper. That is Piper. What's his first name? Something Piper. Yeah. Whatever. The tank ace, the German World War II tank ace. This is a postcard game. Then the Battle of White Plains, a GMT game. This is an unboxing and an overview of the BOTAR. Right. Yeah, I can't think of it right now. And then he does another postcard game, a dash of Piper. That's the same game. Then he does the Bagged Piper. That's the same game. And he does another Coffee with Kilroy, Just a Piper Dream. This guy, check this out. He does 4 videos, I should say 3 videos, on a postcard game. You think he got his money's worth on this game? Hey? 4 videos, I'm not saying 3. He did a Coffee with Kilroy too. He looks at Sci-Fi Saturday again, One Dead Galaxy by Asmadi, Sanctuary Easter Sunday, The Mission, Early Christianity from the Crucifixion to the Abomination that we are today. And he looks at Steam Highwaymen, Highways and Holloways with his Coffee with Kilroy, and looks at Lock and Load Publishing's JU87 B1. So it's JU87 STUKAJOE's by Lock and Load Publishing. This is gameplay, Mediterranean 1941 to 42, a half-hour extravaganza with none other than my consigliere, Kilroy. On War Stories, 4 videos. What happened to the unexploded bombs of Vietnam War? Tourists pay to, run through the fields just like they do in Barcelona with the Bull Run. Same thing. Then the Anzacs baptism of fire on the Western Front. And the private contractors fighting America's foreign wars. Come on. There ain't no such thing. And how Allied air power won the Battle of the Atlantic. On War Stories. Nangwaya, 12 videos out. Nice to look at, but I need to get back. He's talking about miniatures. And he buys more dollar store stuff and trying out thin cut dye. He's doing stuff like that, and he's making a hex paper transfer sheet while I wait for my coffee to cool down. This guy's going crazy. Looks at Tannenberg, the Dniester after the failed breakout north of Dniester. And Miss Chips is back at Chipmunk. Oh, he's a humanitarian. Does some more what's that game now? Der Weltkrieg. Then he looks at the end of November turn and the winner of the initiative for the 2nd of November. Turn is, you gotta watch a show. And you gotta watch him looking at a couple of the maps in the First World War Atlas by Martin Gilbert. And tolerate, what a loaded word for me, his book collection. Nangwaya. And Nangwaya. By the way, can you tell me what Nangwaya means? Or I can look it up. Wasn't it a Chinese general or something? Well, let me know. The Hugh Hefner of War Games. Wardy Road plays World War II War Stories opening at Firelock Games. What is this? Huh? I think it's an RPG. How much fun is that? I hope it doesn't need a game master so I can play with my son-in-law. On Morty Road plays World War II. The Dusted Game Shelf has 8 videos out. Counting Coup, Unfinished Projects, Hellacious Legions of the Damned, UFOs waiting for UFOs, who believes in that? He looks at Unboxing Raw and Unboxing Spies, Lies, and Supplies. This is the Air, Land, and Sea games. I know that was pretty cool. I don't know who it's by, but I remember that. On the Dusted Game Shelf. Tony of Tony's Board Life, 2 videos, both concerning B-17 Flying Fortress Leader. He does Operation Crossbow, the setup, week 1, 2, and 3 on Tony's Board Life. And this guy explains it properly. You know why? He's a teacher. On Simple History, 4 videos. The U.S. invasion of Panama. Operation Just Cause. Love those names. And Helmets in History, also FBI hostage rescue teams. Domestic Delta. Ain't no such thing as Delta, don't you know that? Plus military copycats who stole ideas from other countries. Come on. Come on, nobody does that. And on Accurate Simulations, the Flags of the World Wars bonus game markers. Look at that. I don't know where he got that. That is, I think he made his own markers. It's to be watched. Memoirs of World War II. We are listening to the thrill of being a World War II fighter pilot, flying through the flames. Badass, badass, on Memoirs of World War II. Mauro Faina! 3 videos out. Why? Because it's Easter in Italy. You want to get a bigger thing than Easter? Yeah, Christmas. Il Gianni Zero Nero, Stories of War 48 and the Press Tags. This is a Storia di Guerra, is a Italian war magazine. Then he wishes us a happy Easter in the English and Buona Pasqua in Italian. On Il Gianni Zero Nero, Mauro Faina. Andrew Chung has 8 videos out looking at Ships of War episode 3 from HMS Line 1910 versus SMS Lutzow 1913. Also, he has 4 videos, I should say 3 videos of Up Front, an introductory scenario, parts 1, 2, and the conclusion. And then he plays Attack Sub, Search and Destroy, scenario playthrough. Then he goes on Heroes of Normandy, not Heroes of Normandy, Normandy, Plain Carnage scenario continuation, parts 1, 2, and conclusion. You know what? It just looks like fun. Really, it does. Andrew Chung's channel, looking at Heroes of Normandy.
Black Chain.
Charles Latora, 4 videos this week. Overgrown D20, looks like a big D20, plus got some of the weeds hacked and raked. I don't know where he lives, but snow ain't even off my ground yet. Also, tweaking his storage room should be okay space-wise for the rest of the year in gaming. And new recruits, orcs, ogres, and rats. Lots of rats, he says, on Charles Latora. Kevin Kitchen's Once Upon a Game, 2 videos out. Russian Campaign Deluxe 5th Edition, an unboxing. This is a GMT release. Plus Inferno, Guelphs and Gibellines, vie for Tuscany. And this is an unboxing. The Blue Tweezers, 4 videos out. The first video is Tweezer Talk. It's a wargame chat. This is in the spring of 23, plus 3 videos on carrier battles, Philippine Sea live stream playthroughs 1 through 3. You try to say that 1 through 3. 1 through 3. You know, Ethel Thayer. I bet you thought I was lisping, but her name is Ethel Thayer. What do you know on Golden Pond? And this is a game published by Compass Games on the Blue Tweezers. Tabletop Sci-Fi takes a look at Vampire, a TSR board game review, and how to play. Those are all cool games, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's an hour long. Nice. The Gamer's Closet Doug Weed, whose friend is Joe Bud, has 4 videos out. 2 videos are on a game called Bombshell. It's a review on how to play and a playthrough, plus unboxing Star Trek Catan. You know, Doug, I never got into Catan. I don't know what it was about it, but I don't like it. That's just my opinion. Then he looks at a better game than Catan, Star Trek Catan, and it's Pizza Party! Review and how to play. Hey, these are fun games. I once played Mamma Mia. Well, I played it a few times, where you have to collect ingredients to build your own pizza. Fun game. Plus, I got another game called Morels, where you have to collect mushrooms of the same kind. But you can't collect certain death caps, because they're gonna kill you. The strategy is just enormous. On Tank Zone, one video on it's the best family board games, in his opinion. You want to chill out? Well, it's not necessarily chill out. I don't know about this, but I haven't heard it, but I'm just letting you know. Brian Eno's got a new instrumental out, a 3-minute instrumental called Sherry. And, I listen to Eno. I listen to ambient music while I'm, I don't know, playing a game. Depends what kind of game it is, or if I'm staining my smoking room, which I will show you once it's done. It's a man cave. It's gonna be gorgeous. Look, I'm almost 60 years old. I want a man cave, okay? That's all. Hexed and Countered, 4 videos out. 2 of them are on Band of Brothers, The Old Breed. He's doing a playthrough parts 1 and 2 of that. Also, he looks at the Levian Campaign Volume 3 Inferno, first look, and Band of Brothers Old Breed South Pacific playthrough part 3 on Hexed and Countered. Smart War Games, 4 videos. Acts of War Treason gameplay. These are video games. And also ASL Scenario T9 Nishemi Beskari Highway, a second front gameplay by Microprose. Also does a vassal thingy on American Tank Ace, Europe 1944-45. This is content and gameplay of Gregory M. The Animal Smith, published by Compass Games, and looks at greedy Nashorn tank destroyers, Tigers on the Hunt in ASL mode by Matrix/Slytherin. Storm of Steel, 4 videos out. Chain of Command Odessa, 42 Battle Report, and Bench Report Hobby Update. Undaunted Stalingrad Campaign, Scenario 3 Battle Report. This is a game by Mark Simonich, published by GMT. And, do I have it here? Hold on a second. Undaunted Stalingrad. No, I'm sorry. This is a game by, my God, it's a GMT game, but it's by the Italian guy. I forget his name. Come on. Ah, well. Undaunted Stalin. What am I saying? It's by David Thompson and Trevor Benjamin. Undaunted Stalingrad. Yeah, I didn't get it. Thanks, Benji. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the tip there, David. Yeah, thanks for sending me a name to Benji. Benji basically gave me one of these. It's okay, I'll talk to you. And he looks at Lard Island Visit Part 1 Great War Wargaming on Storm of Steel. Now, where was I now? I'm at Storm of Steel. Oh, there it is. Nerd Workshop, 3 videos. The Arab-Israeli Wars. The battles in the Mideast, 56 to 73 by Avalon Hill. It's an oldie but goodie. And Jim Day's game, Panzer. Expansion to how to make 3D organized counter trays. Check out RD too. RD is doing that stuff too, man. And Skies Above Britain. This is a GMT game, and it's a Jerry White and Gina Willis design. We're gonna have Jerry White and Gina again. I want to have them both together. You know what I'm saying? Montrealer George Tikanis, George. Advanced Squad Leader Scenario H. Escape from Velikiluki. Velikiluki. I got a song. Velikiluki. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I wrong? It's a solo play, and Advanced Squad Leader upgrading Vassal to 666, a quick and easy tutorial. He's being a rebel. But the Greeks are rebels, eh? Faristovo, George. Faristovo. Pushing Cardboard 3 videos. 1812 and unboxing. By Compass Games. And by VUCA. Task Force unboxing. And Mark Ruggiero wrote to me and he said he'd like an interview with some of the guys from VUCA. I'm going to check it out, Mark. I'm going to see who these guys are. I don't even know them. And I'll give him the old douche interview. And also La Primogenita, an unboxing. This is a game by Legion War Games. U-Boater 658. 4 videos out. 2 of them are on SCS North Africa Operation Crusader, I should say. Rommel Strikes Back and Exploits and Overruns. Also, he's unboxing Stalingrad Advanced to the Volga by Revolution Games and Legion Games Aces of Valor. This Revolution Games is by Randy. Okay, Legion War Games is Kim Kanger. Yeah. Watch a movie, relax, look at all the stuff you have here. Dead Walkers, Rise of the Fourth Reich. What, you don't want to watch that? That's an hour and 14 minutes long. What do you got to lose? An hour and 14 minutes. Come on, UFO encounters and dark vision and all that. Yeah, give yourself a break. Watch a movie. Watch a stupid movie. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave has 4 videos out. And it is Fast Action Racing 1996 Stock Car Season Atlanta, March 10th, 1996. Plus 3 videos of the Philippine Sea Carrier Battles. Parts, Scenario 7, Parts 1, 2, and 3 on Dave's Gaming Cave. The Board Game Chronicles, 3 videos out. Strategies for the 26th of July in Cuba Libre. Strategies for playing, right? And Cube for Me Storage Solutions of Combat Commander. Yes, that's something to look at because I swear to God, once you punch everything out, you ain't fitting it back in a box. I don't care who you are. And playing Command and Colors Ancients using the CDG solo system, the STUKAJOE solo system. Genius, man. That wonderful channel that is Kings and Generals. 4 videos out. Putin needs Bakhmut and Avdiivka. Sorry. Russian invasion of Ukraine, a documentary. I just saw a YouTube clip about 2 Ukrainian tanks confronting Russian soldiers in a trench. Brutal, scary as hell, no chance. That's all I can say. The next video on Kings and Generals, Japan tries to counterattack Pacific War, is a documentary. War against the Normans, medieval Celts, and how the Ottomans became sultans of rum. Sultans of rum. Who knew? Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 4 videos out. Combat Commander, Sea Lion, CeeLo, Scenario 91, the Battle of Trafalgar. This never happened. It's a hypothetical situation, you know. 2 videos on Command and Colors Ancients, Mantinea and Chironea. Chironea. Look, it's ancient. Nobody knows how it's pronounced. Plus, one video on Grant Takes Command 2, scenario number 5, Sheridan Rides South, on Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials. Hex the Hex has one video. You're slacking off, Hex. Tunisia 2, Bounty Arrives. That's it. That's it, one video. Hex, come on. Stop slacking off. Don't like slackers. Legendary Tactics has 4 videos out. Battle in Africa by Twilight Struggle, Red Sea Conflict in the Horn of Africa. The Horn. That's at the bottom edge. I gotta check out my geography here. Also, military finish on a game called Race for the Galaxy, where I played with my wife multiple times. She doesn't like this game because she beats the crap out of me all the time. The thing is of the symbols. I can't get used to the symbols and the colors. Same symbol, different color. Different color, different symbol, same color, symbol, color. I don't know what's going on. Plus, it's the deluxe edition of Europa Universalis. Worth it? Comparing both. And Panzerblitz anti-tank guns. Right? Unit by unit strategy guide, part 2. Check it out! I like going back and watching these old games and stuff like that. Wojennik TV, 4 videos out, and 4 of them are in Polish. This is for our Polish viewers, obviously, or people who understand Polish. And he's looking at a game called, I don't know, because I can't read it. Another is unboxing votes for women. And then he does Kingdom Builders, and then there's a B-17 top 3 thingy on Wojennik TV for our Polish audience. History Hustle, 2 videos out. The White Terror during the Russian Civil War. Plus, the Chetniks in Yugoslavia during World War II. On History Hustle. I like that guy, the Danish teacher, very good. Very, very impassioned, dynamic. On My Own Worst Enemy, The Hill of Death, Champion Hill, Turn 1, plus Champion Hill, Turn 2. This Hill of Death, why am I thinking a Panzer Blitz offshoot? Wasn't that called Hill of Death? I could be wrong. Let me know, please. Jim Wazarski, respect! He has 8 videos. And it's the Battle of Tugendhausen for Valor and Fortitude. Another run at Fireball Forward by Easy Company. And Poopville. Poopville. I mean, in French it makes sense. But in English it's like shit town. But anyways. A patrol to AP Back, part 2 for Charlie Company. He's doing a lot of World War II stuff here. What's going on? And the battle for Aldorfi for Valor and Fortitude, and attacking the Corridor of Death for Chain of Command. Plus, no, this is Vietnam, the patrol to Apbac, part 3 for Charlie Company. That's Vietnam. Who scares me, Vietnam? And Double Blind Spearhead, part 3. And it looks Vietnamish to me. Scary. On Jim Ozarski. For our Spanish viewers, Julius Fairfax. 2 videos. Donnerschlag, VUCA, and Station Fall. I don't know what that is. It's funny. It looks like an Academy Games game, but it's not. Because I can see the little thingy there, but it's not it. It's not Academy Games.
The Soviets invaded Afghanistan in 1979. It was an incursion that would last 10 bloody years and end in the defeat and withdrawal of all Soviet forces. 85 Graveyard of Empires. A squad battles game and the successor to 65 squad battles in the jungles of Vietnam. depicts exciting squad-level battles between bands of Afghan mujahideen and companies of Soviet soldiers. The game features immersive, card-driven play that stresses the fog of war. You never know what maneuver your opponent will attempt. Numerous exciting scenarios featuring historic battles. Squad-level units depicting Mujahideen infantry, Soviet line troops and Spetsnaz, as well as individual T-55-62 tanks, BMPs, Hind helicopters, and more. 85 Graveyard of Empires is a highly tactical game capturing the up-close and personal fighting in a war neither the Soviet soldiers nor Afghan fighters had asked for. It's a game designed by gamers, for gamers to play, by Flying Pig Games.
This week on 6 Actual. Band of Brothers, Texas Arrows from Worthington Publishing. This is an expansion for the Band of Brothers series and follows the exploits of the U.S. 36th Infantry Division. Western Front tactical combat on a small scale, only on 6 Actual.
Ben Harsh of Harsh Rules, one video unboxing Assault Red Horizon 41. So it's an unboxing and game overview by who did this game? I've seen this before. That's why you come here to get the news. The man goes by the name of Jeff. Has 3 videos out. All of them are on Empire Total War. So it's England Let's Play parts 1, 2 to 7, and England Part 3, Arc de Triomphe. This is an old Age of Sail game, if I'm not mistaken. On the man who calls himself Jeff. Come on, watch another movie. Look, don't you want to watch like She-Wolves of the Ring? Or something bigoted like the Caribou Trail? You know, or the Screaming Skull. I like the Screaming Skull. Peter Cushing is in it. Yeah, love Peter Cushing. See, sometimes you get some good stuff in here, man. Like Devils of Darkness. Eh? Come on, man. Come on. On Cult Cinema Classics. Stephen Dolger's one video out, and it is Clash of Sovereigns, an unboxing. Dad vs. Son is back with us! Welcome back, Dad! And it's a Dad update plus part 7.01 of the Patrol Mission number 9 Outbound of the Game Combat Volume 2. Volume 2? I don't have Volume 2. This game seems to be cool. Or do I have Volume 2? By Compass Games. They say it's akin to Ambush, but without the grid. You know? Timmy of Harebrained Games. 2 videos. I like Timmy. Harebrained Games Weekend Games. Also, game review of Flamecraft. See, Timmy plays different games, man. You know what I'm saying? It enriches your vocabulary. Kurt of ID Jester. There's only one Kurt. And there's 2 ID Jesters. Which is Kurt? He looks at Marvel Champions and Fall Classic Baseball. Ticket to Ride Solo. Yeah, I guess you can, eh? Yeah. But whatever. Then he looks out the Gaia project with Phoenix Knight. Dune Imperium Solo, Triple Play Baseball, the War Room Chat with Dave's Gaming Cave, and Ruffy. G.I. Joe deck building game. You get all this. Plethora of ideas on Kurt's channel, ID Jester. The man with the PBS voice, the Oaken Night, Mission accomplished. The game table upgrade. Mission accomplished. Well, okay. See you later, Oaken. Ruffy of Rough Swordsman Wargamer has 2 videos out. It's a live stream Nations at War battle, White Star Rising Part 1 with Tony of Tony's Board Life. Plus an unboxing of VUCA Simulations Traces of War. But these guys, VUCA Simulations, well, who are they? I gotta get in touch. Talking about the guy who told me to get in touch with VUCA Simulations, Mark Ruggiero of Clark Commando has 3 video, Clark Commando 1983, 3 videos out. He looks at Avalon Hill, Fury in the West, Learn to Play, and just an update with questions for all of us, plus MMP, the Gamer's Last Chance for Victory, Learn to Play and Replay Scenario 1 on Clark Commando 1983, Mark Ruggiero's channel. The guys at Little Wars TV are doing a Rules Sir from the Alamo. Get your free Alamo Rules Sir. I don't know what that means. Someone help me out. Give me a comment. Tell me you're alive, that I'm not doing this just in the ether. Indy Nidel's fantastic channel, World War II. 4 videos out. American Air Power special episode. And also Finland situation. Will Finland leave the war? Plus new commanders April 1st, 1944. Goodbye Meinstein, hello Model. Plus free Sevastopol, 8th of April 1944. New offensive in the Crimea. On Indian Idol's channel, World War II. The guy who looks like a vampire. I mean, seriously, look at the guy. Mark Felton Productions. Dr. Mark Felton of Mark Felton Productions looks at, we have 4 videos. He looks at Hitler's gift cards, presents from the Führer, plus Ukraine ancient tanks, the T-55 fights again, and artillery action, 30 minutes of ultra violence. I mean, he's telling you it's ultra violent. So great, let's watch it. Ukraine World War II artillery guns. All this on Mark Felton's production. Jan Heinemann of Let's Play History has 12 videos out that I could fit in the screen. And it is one... He does a game called The Road. Road 96, so number 7, number 8, and number 9 of Road 96, plus the Council. 1, 2, 3, 4 videos on the Council, and Suzerain. 1, 2, 3, 4 videos on Suzerain. All this in Deutsch for our Deutsch viewers on Let's Play History, Jan Heinemann's channel. Ladies and gentlemen, the Professor Riccardo Massini has 4 videos out. Warlog Stalingrad, Advanced to Volga 1942. On the Table and Conclusion, plus Stalingrad, Advanced to Volga in English, recaps all of that in English, and a mini Warlog, Las Navas de Tolosa. I don't know what he's saying, but the naval, Las Navas. No, I'm wrong. I don't know what he's saying. All this on Riccardo Mazzini. Mo of Mo's Game Table has 3 videos out. Compass Games Learn to Play 21 Carrier Battles. Philippine Sea with John Southard. Plus War Diary issue number 22 digital preview. And Compass Games Learn to Play Prelude to Revolution with Mike Wilner. All this on Mo's Game Table. Hexes and Soldiers, a theologian, the AJ Toynbee philosopher, the all kinds, Jason. On Hexes and Soldiers, 1 video, Shake and Break rules, Napoleonics. Shake and Break. But really, they named the game Shake and Break. Ma, come on. Anyways, Dr. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer has 4 videos out. Cody's Top 10 Family Games of March. Undaunted Stalingrad. David Thompson, Trevor Benjamin. Star Wars, the deck building game. That could be fun. And Rio Z Janeiro, Zombicide 2nd edition. Rio Z, I get it now. Zombicide. I got a couple of Zombicide games. They should be fun. I gotta play them. This was donated by the library of CARROLL Paradzi. Thank you very much, Carl. The one and only STUKAJOE has 1 video this week, and it's the Russian Campaign Deluxe 5th edition live setup. Learn how to set up your games easy with STUKAJOE. Kalismar. We haven't heard about this guy in years, and I mean years. And he's called the Lonesome Gamer, and he plays Europa Universalis, Price of Power intro. Games from the front. 3 videos, 1 subject. Panzer by Jim Day. So it is the Advanced Rules, Scenario number 1. Advanced Rules, turns 1, 2, 3, and 4, and end of game. Check out this game with modular rules, so I'm depending, when he says advanced, what rules he's going to slap in, because it's at your discretion, which is wicked. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it. The man famously known as Calandale Enrico Viglino, 4 videos, 1 subject, Europa Universalis, Pop. 2, 3, 24, 25, and 26. What's Pop? What's Pop? Someone tell me what Pop is. Neggia la Madonna. Enrico Viglino. The Chief in Bonding with Board Games and RPGs has 3 videos out. Free League Blade Runner Solo RPG Episode 10, Clovis, plus Orchid Blade Runner Active Role Playing from Free League, and review of Distilled, a spirit-making board game. It could be fun. It could be fun during Scotch night. You know what I'm saying? You're playing a game called Distilled. You get it? Marco Omni Gamer Aka Wargamer has 1 video, and it's Archie's War review. And if I'm not mistaken, Archie's War is by Worthington Publishing. I think I know my stuff. All this on Marco Wargamer. The Player's Aid, the guys from the Farmer's Aid, have 4 videos away. They're giving away autographed copy of By Iron and Blood because it's a 16,000 subscribers. These guys have 16,000. I have 25, and I'm blessed with 25. 2005, not 2,500, which is the same thing. Congratulations, guys. Also, unboxing Downfall of the Third Reich by Do It Games, and Diceless War Games Monthly Debrief. Also unboxing The British Way by GMT Games. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has 3 videos out. A 5-minute review American Tank Ace, which he does a great job. I watched it. Concise, straight to the point, good stuff. Plus Fighters in the Pacific Part 2 and In Country Part 3. All this on the GIMPY Gamer.
Howdy to all you folks watching Dan Bencaldi's show Knowing He's Here. It's Meandering Mike. This is my weekly channel update. Missed one last week, a little busy with my game design class and project, but this week we have 5 new videos here. Most important one here is game giveaway of Britannia. This is the edition from Plastic Soldier Company, the latest greatest edition. That's no longer in print, no longer available from the publisher, so that's a $99 game that you can win for free. There may be some copies out there on some online retailers, but hard to find now. So, you know, the normal way of winning, you go to this video, subscribe to the channel, like, comment to enter. Also, I'm promoting all my various Britannia content. So there's only over 21 hours of content I did out there on how to play, playthroughs, after action reviews, reading lists, etc. So you can win potentially bonus raffle tickets if you go out there and watch some of that content and comment and like that stuff. Did an unboxing of the new version of Kingmaker. Kingmaker the Second, it's called. It's from Gibson Games. So Kingmaker originally, most people know about the Avalon Hill version. It originally came out from Ariel Games, then Avalon Hill, then Gibson Games, and then back to Avalon Hill. And now it's back to Gibson Games again. There's two-sided. They have the original classic version on one side. They have the new improved version on the other. There's a solitaire challenge mode using the new rules, and some extended variants for the old version. So a lot of bang for the buck in there. It's a really nice quality. The only little pet peeve there is that in the rule book, not enough space, white space, gutters, and margin. Should be a little better, but besides that, it's a great product. Over there a little bit, another update on the man cave. Got more storage racks in there. So I've put in 5 since I started this latest round of improvements there. So you can check that out, see what I've done with that. Over there a bit, did an after action review of Coteau. That's one of the scenarios from the SPI's classic Napoleon's Last Battle quadra game. I had done how to play and some playthrough videos of that. This is finally after action review. Finally got around to doing that. And the last thing I did way over there is an unboxing of The World Undone 1914 Serbia. This is from Conflict Simulations Limited. This is their 3rd in their World Undone series. The first was Prussia, there was Galicia, and now Serbia. This is a Ziploc game if you're interested in World War games, particularly the Serbian front. There you go. How about that? So that's what I did. 5 videos for this week. Sending it back to Dan. Ciao.
April is East Front Month on Seek Out and Play. This week's episode showcases Undaunted Stalingrad. The video provides a sequence of play for those unfamiliar with the Undaunted system and recreates the play example as found in the rules. For those who want a better idea of what Undaunted Stalingrad has to offer without revealing its legacy aspects, this video is for you. Check out other videos in the Undaunted series when you visit the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, and I will see you next Wednesday.
Another week, another show, albeit a little bit late. This was the Apocalypse show, because basically we lived the apocalypse for the last half week for sure. Everything's back to normal. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please consider donating to this channel. It helps in many ways than you would not think. And thank you to all the reviewers, all the publishers that the stuff is out there that I can actually make this show. It's a lot of fun. We're going to be starting our 6th year at the end of this month. 6 years. I can't believe I've done 52 episodes a year for 6 years. You count them, baby, because I ain't good at it. Actually, that's pretty easy. So it's 6. You know, that's 300 shows, 306 shows or something like that. 8. Man, come on. I'm saying. And I'll be back on track next week unless another disaster happens. If a disaster does happen, I'll try to get in touch with some people. I tried to get in touch with Robert Carroll, but my cell phone was down. When it was up, it was really spotty. It lasted for a couple of seconds, and so he didn't get the message. With that said, you know, in times of distress like this, and in times of disaster and all that, that's where you have to be kind. At that moment, yeah, you're stressed, and everybody else is stressed. You try to contain your stress, and try to put yourself in the other person's mindset or something. I don't know. Give him a kick in the head or a shot in the head or something like that, but be nice. Be nice about it. You know what I mean? Do it out of love. And just be nice, man. You know, be nice to each other. What the hell does it take? What's the matter with you? God, if I was there, I'd give you a shot in the head. So be nice. And I'll see you next week.